Hey, what's up? And welcome back to Divinity Gems. This is for my Capricorns. Welcome back. Getting your weekly reading out for August 6th through the 12th. This is for my Capricorns. I'll do some more shuffling. Add some cards flipped. All right, let's get you a couple shuffles on. I'm going to use the Crystal Vision Tarot, and then I've been pulling some clarifiers from the Vision Quest Tarot as well, just to give me some clarity. And then I still pull your Black Moon Astrology card at the end to wrap up your energy, astrology-wise. So let's get into it for my Capricorns. We do have a new moon at the end of this week, so new beginnings for you. And that Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck in reverse. That is your energy as an earth sign, but the Queen of Pentacles is something about her in this deck to me that just, she leads with her crystal energy, but she also leads with that pentacle as well. So just your view on finances and money may come into play this week. Let's see how that falls in line with the rest of your reading. First card out was the Seven of Wands. So it's about your upper hand here. When you're working and operating the top of your game, you are having the upper hand. You are on top, and your enemies are not able to get to you because you're dragon flies. You're able to rise above this situation and fight it from the top down. So you have the upper hand. The dragon has clear vision and insight on what to do, and so he knows how to get you and maneuver you around. The dragon representing your own power. So you're powerful enough to be able to maneuver and see through a certain situation when you're the Seven of Wands upright, which is a great sign. But then right behind it, the Two of Wands is in the reverse. This is your inner strength, your willpower, just how you're believing in yourself, your ability to believe that you can accomplish it. So I feel like this is the same boy. Maybe you didn't think you could at first. You weren't believing it. You weren't seeing it. And now you do see it. So there's where he's sitting on the dragon at the Two of Wands energy. Let's move him over even this way. And he has that same stick in his hand, but there's no glow on it over here. It's just crystal clear. Here it's turned red and he's ready to fight and he's ready to attack with it because he's got the vision there. It's still being held by the dragon. Here the dragon is holding it and he's seeing, but the boy's not believing yet. It's just his willpower is not there yet. He's getting it though. He's getting it and he's mustering it up, I feel like, in this card. And then here is where he finally went ahead, and same type of scene here, was able to fight. So whatever you were trying to fight against here, Capricorn, you were looking for to muster up some energy and some inner strength and inner confidence and vision to go ahead and battle. You just didn't know if you wanted to go into that battle just yet. And it's like, I ain't ready to fight, That's that feeling like, do I gotta fight? I have to. I gotta find the strength. And the dragon's like, if you don't quit playing, he's looking back at him like, are we gonna go fight or not? What you waiting on? That's how he is. Just looking up at him like, for real? We gonna sit here, we gonna fight. You gonna go back and forth, or you gonna think about it? I got you. I'm a dragon that can fly. So now look, the dragon is showing up and showing out, and the confidence level goes up, and you're ready to fight, Capricorn. You're ready to handle it. Here's the Eight of Wands right behind it. So you have Two of Wands, Seven of Wands. Here's the Eight of Wands. All clear direction. You got a whole army of unicorns behind you and all coming in one direction, ready to assist you on this fight. I feel like you've got clear direction, clear focus. And now that lack of confidence that may have been there, the inner strength that you had to muster up, you found it. You found it because it's all there. And you were in the mid-battle, but you were determined to battle. You were determined to battle, and so you did. Now, your Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. So whatever the goal was, whatever the previous goal was, I'm going to say this was something that you planned, that you thought it should go a certain way, and it didn't go that way. It didn't go that way. You may have had to fight a whole lot more than you thought you were going to have to fight. through this situation, because your Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. So this is what the outcome that you thought, or the way you thought it was going to have to be, that's in reverse. As long with your Queen of Pentacles, your Ace of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like the way you thought you had to go about this is in reverse right now. And you, I feel like, Capricorn, had to just full out fight right now. You had to full out fight and realize your strength and your power, and use a whole lot of your own inner strength to get out of this situation that you thought was going to be handled, in your usual Queen of Pentacle type of way of handling things. And it didn't work out that way. It didn't work out that way. That wasn't the way it was going to be successful. On this one, you had to come out of your comfort zone of this Pentacle type of energy, which is your element, and use the Wand energy, which is more fire, passion, drive, desire, determination, action. And I feel like it's successful, but let's keep going with it. Five of Pentacles is upright. So even when you didn't know you were cared for, when you were trying to be nurturing and there for somebody else, and you were just praying for the strength and praying for enough to have enough to maintain, you had it all along. You just didn't see it. That's like a mother nurturing her child, just trying to protect her child from the cold, hoping they can have some food and money to get out of this situation so that she can protect her child. But she doesn't see those pentacles are behind her, and there's even one laying on in front of the floor in front of her. So she has everything she's needed all this time. She just wasn't seeing how she had everything she needed, which is the same with the boy here. He has everything well equipped to fight this fight, but he's just not seeing how powerful he is at that point. It's those moments of doubt. The Seven of Pentacles is in reverse as well. So all your pentacles out here, lots of them. Your Ace in reverse, your Queen of Pentacles, but the Five of Pentacles feeling like the loss, feeling like you're without, feeling a lack, that's upright. And then the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse as well. This is, everything you worked for, everything you gathered, and not seeing that you still have these pentacles here is the same as this energy to me in reverse. It's not seeing what you do have already. So it's the the revolution will not be won with your pentacles. I'm seeing right here. It's not going to be won with your pentacles, but it is going to be won with your inner strength. Your inner strength is what's going to get you the victory on this right here, because the stress is over. The stress and the fighting and all that stuff is over. So that's not what it's about for you anymore. You're not fighting. You're not stressed out. All these different opinions and all that, that's in reverse. That's all over for you. But what is left, the last two cards here, this is the Nine of Cups, which is you making a wish on a star, so to speak, of what you truly desire to come in to your life. And then the High Priestess, which is your creativeness to the situation, how you are using your magic, so to speak, in bringing about this thing. How are you transforming this situation on your own with all these butterflies around? What are you doing to empower or to change the situation? Because the crystal ball and the Ankh, which is the life force, is on her stick down there. So that's what she's leading with, and that's how she transforms and makes things happen for the better. How she makes her own wishes come true. The High Priestess makes her own wishes come true. So with there being no stress to this situation, with there being no resistance right now, this is all in your hands, Capricorn. The power is all in your hands. Believing in yourself, going into battle, knowing you have the upper hand, and using, everything in one clear direction, making a decision and sticking to it, that that's what you want. Because all these pentacles are in reverse for a reason. It's not going to be won that way. The battle is internal, and the battle is with yourself. And seeing and making sure your perception is where it should be, so that you can see the picture clearly, so that you can react the correct way. So I feel like the battle was definitely internally, and it's about the actions that you took on changing your belief systems and how you felt like you had to go away about handling things. The Magician. And then the Three of Wands. So trying to see clearly the next course of action. And that dragon is very small down there. He's very small. But But she's got her crystal ball in the front of her. She is trying to catch the light. She is trying to see clearly so that she can know which way to proceed. Down here, the ball is down there, and all the division is left and wrapped up in your own power of trying to make it happen. But here, she's trying to get the mental clarity. She's trying to see with the Three of Wands. She's trying to see what direction to send all these unicorns in. She's trying to see which way to go. As the Magician, I feel like you have the power behind that to create it. Once you see it and decide upon it, you wish upon it. And then as the High Priestess, same type of energy to me. High Priestess, Magician card is you creating or doing things in your life that actually help to create the situation, to bring it about in your life. And it's something that you desire and something that you wish for. Your own wish, Capricorn, that you want returned to you. But lots of fire energy down there making it happen. And there's the Death card, transforming this situation for the better. So it's just time for a change. Time for a change in your environment. And yes, foundations change through this Three of Pentacles energy right here. Foundation. Somebody's looking guilty. Looking guilty. There is a break from where you building up your pentacles, and now you're going to take your pentacles over here because this person ain't making you feel real confident about this foundation anymore. This structure right here, which is you probably changing your perception on it and seeing it for what it truly is. Seeing it for what it truly is. Oh, there's the Devil and there's the Tower. Yes, sir. Devil is that temptation, that distraction, whatever it is that is distracting us and tempting us off doing what we know is in our own best interest. The Tower is falling to change that situation for you. It's coming to change it for you. Because it's something you've been working on, Capricorn. I'm seeing you've been working on it. You've been trying to go about it a lot of different ways and just trying to see what the best course of action is with that Three of Wands. Just trying to see clearly, what am I doing or not doing? But the Devil is out. The Devil is the tempter in a lot of ways of the situation that's getting on track. Something comes flying at you to keep chaos in the situation. Oh, the Devil and the Tower coming. So that's just things that keep the foundation how it is, to keep the situation how it is to me, to keep it back and forth on this should I stay, should I go type of thing. Is it's in my own best interest to build my pentacles up here in this foundation where it's made us both sad. Both of these people are sad on this card. I mean, she took her pentacles and she gonna build them up elsewhere, but she don't look happy about it. Not at all. And he's definitely back there looking guilty, like he's the cause of her having to do this, but he doesn't want it to be that way. He wants to make it a happy, healthy situation again, but it's just not coming together right now. It's not there right now. So there's new wishes going out. There's wishes going out. There's people trying to catch vision and see what this is. Is this the right way to go? Is this the clear direction for me? Am I strong enough to make it through this situation even? Definitely emotional, but in reverse. So not knowing the outcome of who's filling this cup and what it's about, and if I even want to take a new endeavor with this cup, but knowing yourself at the end of the day, knowing yourself thoroughly. And that's what it's all about. How we understand what we need is by knowing who we are. Knowing the best way to go about this situation is by knowing who we are even more. And not being afraid of change. As I say, the Queen of Swords is the best changer to me. She's okay with transformation, just like the Fool card. Stepping out there is no problem for her. Detaching is no problem for her. She knows exactly why when she has to make a change. That butterfly, she embraces it. She embraces the change. If it's a butterfly coming, it's coming to change the situation for the better. Give me that butterfly. Let me handle that. She's like the queen of change to me. Though she's the mental with the sword, and she's leading there with her sword, which is her logic. It's the swords, it's the air signs. So she's leading with her logic as well. But transformation is there. Look at all those butterflies are a major part of who she is, because the changes are how we make ourselves better and know ourselves and learn ourselves more. So she's not running for them or scared of a situation changing. If it's yours, as they say, if it's yours, let it go. If it comes back, then you know you got something real. And so just us sometimes not being afraid to let the situation play out as the situation is going to play out, not try to hold on to it and manipulate it in a whole lot of different ways, because that's not showing you the truth of the situation. That's trying to force it to be what we desire it to be. And after a while, that does wear off. That wears off. So, Knight of Pentacles being out, I felt like it came out in reverse. This is that knight in shining armor as an earth sign that you would want to be on your way to you, acting right. Pentacles on point, coming towards you and being that guy that's rescuing you. Doesn't have to be male, female, you know the translation, but the rescue coming and what we want coming towards us is in reverse. It's in reverse. So, seeing how that's going to play out for you, Capricorn, is what it's all about. What is in your best interest? What you're desiring to bring in? And is this the devil coming towards you? Is it this tower moment that's coming towards the devil? Is this knight in shining armor really the devil coming towards us? Is it? Hey, who's up here? Christina. What's going on, Christina? Page of Cups is in reverse. What you're wishing for, I feel like, in love, what you're wishing for. So just cautious. You're cautious in it with it being in reverse. You're cautious with, I thought this was what I want, but now I'm not so sure. Is it on my way? Is it a good thing that I'm pursuing this still? Sticking around? It's just those type of back and forth feelings that we have of, is it good? Is it not good? And just being afraid, especially if we've had these moments in the past where we've been let down before. Then it's easy to build up that feeling of, here we go with the unknown card. Let's see what we see. See what we see for my Capricorns. Definitely see the fear. The fear in our eyes of, if I try this again, if I give it another chance, if I put some more energy into it, will I get stabbed again? Will I get stabbed again? But it is what you have your eyes on. I mean, it's what you were focused on. But then there's sadness there. There's sadness there. And it's sort of a feeling of, am I being crazy? Am I being crazy for doing this? I see that on her. Like, am I being crazy for trying to keep believing in this situation? Am I crazy for wanting it to be with this person? Am I crazy? I see that and I hear that over and over again. Am I crazy? I hear that over and over again. Am I being crazy? But it's about the wound, like you've been wounded by this type of situation or this person possibly before. You've been wounded going about it this way before. It's something that you tried already and you just, this is not your first attempt on it. You've been trying to make it work. You've been trying. I'm seeing it. But you feel restricted in a certain way. You feel tied to it, definitely. Bound to it in some kind of way. And you're not quite ready to let it go as far as I'm seeing. It's almost like you're fenced in. The way I'm looking at her, it's like a fence around her. And she's still offering, though. She's still offering. But it's with a scared feeling of, am I about to get stabbed again over it? That's what I see out of the unknown card this time. Am I going to get stabbed? Judgment's in reverse as well. So you're not sure. You're not even sure if this is what you want to do right here. But it's all about your perception. At the end of the day, it is definitely about your perception, how you're looking at this. You can easily put yourself on the bottom of this and have all these arrows aimed and directed at you. Or are you going to see it, once you gain the clear vision, once you catch that light, once you see, is it something that you want to still keep putting your energy into? You'll make that decision for yourself, Capricorn. That's my other deck. You'll make that decision for yourself and decide, is that something you want? Because it's clear to me that you're hesitant on it for a good reason, because it's something that you've been trying to pursue in the past. 3 of Water is out, or just fullness. This is clarifying deck. I'm using the vision Vision Quest Tarot. This is fullness. This is reaching the peak. This is that happiness, that joy that you were trying to get to. At the end of all of this, you want to be celebrating. You want to be toasting it up. You want to be happy. You want to go about it a successful way. If this is how you're planning the next phase of your life, you want it to be successful. So the Three of Water being out to me lets me know that you are desiring this to come together. Pleasure. Come on. This is what you want. Happiness, pleasure, joy, celebration. This is what you're expecting at the end of this. And so you're hesitating because you're not sure if you can get that with this person or this situation. Transformation, the Death card, the same cards, the same energy that I'm getting in that overall feel. I'm getting in this one too as well. It's that change that's coming to that situation, to see if that's even something you want to continue putting energy in or not. The Shaman card is out. I look at this like that split between what's in your higher, spiritual best interest versus materialistic, earthly type of desires or what it is you want. The Doubt card is out. So you're not very confident on it at this moment. I feel like you're not confident on it. If it's definitely about this love relationship that you're pursuing and trying to see if that's in your own best interest, I'm feeling like, yeah, you're not at peace with it as of yet. You're trying to find inner peace with it. There's a whole lot of little choppy waters up under there before you can get to this harmony right here that you're desiring harmony in it, and it's just not harmonizing for you yet. So you're wondering if it's worth it to still put the effort into it. That's a decision only you can make. When you're being fulfilled, when it's reached pleasure and fullness. And if it's not reached that for you, but you're still desiring it too, that's when we tend to want to force it. The Nine of Earth is out. This is about accumulation, the things that you bring back into yourself. So the happiness, the joy that you want, the pleasure, the fullness, the rejoicing, you're ready to get to the good stuff already. This is the good stuff. And you're just feeling a little blocked from the good stuff. But endurance is out. So you keep fighting. I see that. You keep fighting for it. The Ten of Fire is out, which is oppression. Feeling a little depressed over not seeing the results that we want and how we want them. We know we want this to bring us back rejoicing and accumulation and the pleasure that we wanted to gain from it all. But right now we're fighting through it. But feeling burdened by it. And just hoping some gifts are on the way. And these two coming out together, I'm feeling confident that some relief is on the way. When I see the Son of Earth out, along with this Eight of Earth, which is inner order. To me, it's divine order. It's that everything is already what it's going to be, and that is designed to be in your own best interest. So everything being in divine order is playing out as it should, which is never to hurt us, but only to make us better. So I feel like yours is already in divine order, Capricorn. It's going to come together. It's going to come together, change. The Chaos card. These are all lightning bolt strikes to your life that make things happen, make things move, make things change. Father of Fire being out. Action, all about action. When we feel held back, that Torment card being out, feeling like you can't go see the sunshine, the horizon, releasing past emotions. And then inner strength. Excuse me. Inner strength. You're fighting through it. You're toughing it out. You're thugging this situation out. I really do see, Capricorn. You're not letting it go very easily. You're not letting it go. So if that situation on that side that I was calling out with these cards, if that situation is a healthy situation for you, you're enduring for, it being the wish that you desire is the ultimate wish that you desire. But once that wish turns over to being something that is not healthy for us, that's when we know everything changes on us. It flips, and those situations come around to reverse or remove us from the situation if we won't remove ourselves. Something just plays out over these new beginnings, full moon endings, new beginnings. Something plays out to where changes happen so that we can go towards what's in our own better interest. Let's see what your Black Moon astrology card is for today. Pulling that out. See what's coming out overall for my Capricorns this week. I want to roll with these two. Libra, I balance. And third house messages. We're going to keep both of these because I feel like they're out together for a reason. Libra, I balance. It's hard to see, but there's two Venuses on this card. And like a little love, kiss, embrace type of deal. But Libras, as you know, are the scales of the zodiac. They balance. All injustice, they bring balance back to a level up, as everybody says. All my life, my heart has yearned for a thing I cannot name. Andre Breton. That is the quote for the Libra I Balance card. All right, this card in brief. Partnerships, a wedding coming up, marital bliss, heart blessings, balance, seeing the danger and going to the extremes, weighing up both sides to come to the best conclusion, seesawing back and forth, staying in the middle, fence riding, meditation, artworks, galleries, museums, and places with live music, not wanting conflicts, being agreeable, playing along, keeping yourself in check, law enforcement, courts, attorneys, and judges, bringing peace and acting as peacemaker, signing contracts, cosmetics and perfumes, fashions, hair salons, beauty, not seeing value in something unless it is beautiful, having a perfect eye and impeccable taste, creating something with great form and beauty, living the life of an artist, using wit, choosing a more laid-back approach, letting things take care of themselves. Corresponding card was the Two of Pentacles. So key ideas: merging, choices, romance, alliances, mutual support, coming to a decision. So I do feel like this is overall the thing that was going on for you, Libra, as far as this love situation that I'm seeing over here for a lot of you. If it ain't about you, it ain't about you. But if it's for that Capricorn that was trying to figure out in love if this was a situation that you wanted to be in, or this was a person that you wanted to be with, that you've been going back and forth with this person for a long time, this is who this message is for. If you've been going back and forth with something, partnerships, weddings coming up, marital bliss, those type of things, seeing the danger and going to extremes and weighing up both sides to come to the best conclusion, I feel like that was definitely a message to you as well. Seesawing back and forth. So should I stay? Should I go? That type of energy. Hey, Christina, that type of energy, all that good stuff. Fence riding. Do I stay? Do I go? What is this? Are you good for me? Are you not good for me? Do I want this love? Do I not want it? Is it, but I love you, but I don't love you. That type of back and forth, I feel like keeping yourself in check, law enforcement, judges, bringing peace and acting as peacemakers. So just doing what's in, I just want to keep the peace. I'm not trying to rock the boat. I don't want to lose the relationship. That type of back and forth, not seeing something in value, seeing value in something unless it is beautiful. That's a thought right there. Looking deeply beyond the surface of he fine, she fine, and making sure that you're getting qualities and getting an equal. I've been saying that all week. An equal exchange. The give and take must be equal for it to be balanced, and Libra's balance. So is quite possibly the reason why this situation has not been shaping up all this time, is because there's not an even exchange, an even give and take here. Why you have to keep going back and forth, because it is something that you're not getting out of this relationship, of why it keeps going back and forth. Having a perfect eye and impeccable taste, creating something with great form and beauty, choosing a more laid back approach. So with all that fire energy that was up there, sometimes just the more laid back approach is to let that person show you what they're going to do. And if they don't show it to you, then you know how to act accordingly. But letting things take care of themselves, if that goes to that sort of energy. There was a lot in there, but a whole lot of balance to me is necessary when it's a relationship where we feel like we've been giving more, we've been trying to hold it down, we've been taking care of this situation. And it's just all really been our effort, and that person that you're going and doing all this for has not even been putting that type of effort back for you, or allowing you to even think that they care as much as you do about it. Then yeah, it's prioritizing those things and seeing what's overall best for us. Third house message came out next with that one. This is just messages, hieroglyphs on the wall is the illustration on the card. But you must stay drunk on writing so reality cannot destroy you, by Ray Bradbury. Because first line, our words have power. Okay, so third house card in brief: finding the right words, discussions, being of two minds, vacillation, hesitation about stepping into situations, coming to clearer choices, objectivity, short trips, air travel or taking flight, mastering something new, neighborhood events and changes, connecting to the greater mind, owning what you know to be true, being chatty or talkative, closing down emotionally and relying on common sense, turning cold on someone or someone turning cold on you, hand-to-eye coordination, games and figuring out puzzles, intelligence, inventions, numbers and letters, needing to do math, early schooling, scripts, codes, siblings, bargains, signing of contracts, sales, and commercial transactions. And then this is related to the Three of Pentacles tarot card. So key ideas: short journeys, the neighborhood, siblings, signing documents, communications, and rumors. I feel like this is definitely related to the balance of this love situation. I feel like the communication, finding the right words, discussions need to be had with this other person. So I'm feeling like these two energies go together for you, Capricorn, and that while you're deciding if this person is good for you, or if there is a person, what you want to bring into your life next as far as love relationship. But I'm feeling like this is related definitely to a pre-existing already person that you've been exchanging energy with, just on and off for who knows how long. Could be lengthy. When I see that ace in reverse, the ace of pentacles, I'm feeling like it's a lengthy relationship that you've been in back and forth with this person for some time, that you're just trying to decide if this is still any good for you. But it's a person you love. It's a person that you want to hold on to, but you're just now deciding whether or not if that person is good for you. So there's going to be some discussions come up, some communication coming in. It's his hesitation about stepping into situations, coming to clearer choices. You're going to decide whether or not that this is what you want and need in your life, in a different type of way. I feel like objectivity. You're going to look at it objectively. You're going to look at it as head over heart somewhat, but your heart is so tied up in it that that's a little harder to do. But just talking about it sometimes. And then there's that moment, closing down emotionally and relying on common sense, turning cold on someone or someone turning cold on you. So it could play out either way, of how they're reacting, which changes your reaction during these conversations that you may have over the next week, that just makes you have to address different things that you weren't addressing before. I feel like that's coming into play for you too, Capricorn. The way you share. Invention, numbers, letters, needing to do math. Okay, I don't really see that coming in. But siblings, bargains, those are all things connected to that third house. But for you in your particular reading, I think this was about the communication with that person to decide whether or not this is what you want, whether or not this is a good balance for you. And if that's been the problem all along, that you're not getting what you need, is there's no equal give and take, and you're the type of person as a Capricorn that's willing to sell yourself short so that the other person can have what they need because you love that person. And that's not balance. You need balance as well for yourself. So the person that you're bringing in that's coming towards you should be giving you or meeting a need or fulfilling a need that you have. But I see some communication coming. In that regard. But it's got to be open and it's got to be honest. And you have to really come to grips as to, is this balancing you? Though you love this person with all your heart, you feel like that should be the know-all, tell-all. Just because we love people sometimes doesn't necessarily mean that they're good for us. So this is about deciding if this is good for you, if this is a proper balance for you, Capricorn. And there will be some discussion on it this week. I do feel like those conversations are coming out about what are y'all doing here? What is this? And if you're getting the feeling or not getting the feeling that you deserve to feel, because they look in love. There's complete balance and harmony in this relationship. They're matching each other. They're providing an equal exchange of give and take at that moment. And that's what you need. That's what you need. That's what we all need. A balance. It helps us remain happy, healthy in relationships and life in general. All right. That is your reading. Sorry, it ran a little long. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Christina, for stopping by. The Leos in your life. Yes. Gonna have to get down on the Leo reading and check that Leo reading out and see what's going on for them and seeing how they go together for you in the future. But stop by my webpage if you want to book a personal reading with me. And we can get some clarity into specific situations like that. But until next time, that was the Capricorn reading. Leo reading is already posted if you do want to cross watch for Leos as well. Till next time, I'm Divinity Gems.